Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. Well, happy third day of Lent, and we finally have a cooler day today. I think the weather was it got down to about 40 some degrees in the morning. And for once, I am optimistic again. You got to remember what happened last year. It was 115 degrees. I got a really bad case of long COVID. I was all alone. And I lived in a very small micro studio apartment. I had to go out to get supplies. And I was disoriented, dehydrated. And just the fact that I kind of loitered around the store caused a lot of people to give me very hostile treatment. And nobody wanted to show some compassion over what had happened. And it made me realize that I needed to network more with people. And I did that, and guess what happened? It's not exactly a very straightforward path, which is life. That's fine. But as it is, I have to balance a lot of other things in my life too. And my big fear is that this summer I'll go through that again. I was thinking about what to do this summer. In the ideal world, I actually like my personal space, right? I just got into a big fight with my roommate because he's a little bit more extroverted than I am. We're both autistic, but he's extroverted, which is weird. And I had just had a very long, stressful day. It wasn't stressful in the sense that things went wrong. It was stressful in the sense that I had to problem solve, right? And when I got home, I was not in the mood to continue to be chatty. And long story short, we got into a huge falling out over that. And so I don't want to be networking with other people. The networking is kind of like the fact that I have to go out and network with people and talk to people. That's kind of like the equivalent of paying an insurance premium because you know shit's going to happen later, right? I hate it. Nobody likes to pay their insurance premiums, right? They just need the insurance to be there, right? And so now that the weather is cooler, today I wasn't so stressed out about that anymore. In fact, this morning I found myself really excited about my work again. And you know what? I was thinking this summer it would be nice if I had some resources so that I could. So I teach at a community college. Summertime we have two sections usually, each one being 7 weeks or 7 to 8 weeks. I can't remember. But it'd be nice if I could take one of those summer sections off and fly somewhere where the weather is cooler and there's potential to meet somebody interesting. I have somewhere in my I hate to say the place on here because I don't want to jinx it. And just get away from the bad weather. Unfortunately, at the moment, I really love all of my students. I can't really afford to jeopardize my job by taking a whole section off. And money's kind of tight too in terms of taking the whole section off. And so then I got to fly there. Although when I get there, the cost of living there is so much less, so that could offset some of that. But still, I don't quite have the resources to swing that. I mean, I could, but it would involve sacrificing some other things, not to mention putting my appearance at work in jeopardy. But that's what I want to shoot for. In an ideal world, obviously, we wouldn't have such a thing as climate change, right? In the ideal world, a famous scientist of the place I'm hoping to visit, she had invented a chemical element that could solve some of our energy problems and solve some of our climate change. Right? But unfortunately, over a century later, we still refuse to acknowledge her discovery, right? To the extent that I believe it is possible. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.